On the prison island Alcatraz, only 3 kilometers offshore from San Francisco, the enemy forces setting up a huge all the shelling in the desert region has implanted fear into the hearts of the people on the west coast. The shelling is directed at keeping... By destroying the energy tanks around the Alcatraz cannon, you can stop its operation. The current is so strong that no one has ever escaped from Alcatraz. Please be careful not to fall. This mission goes by... Smash the island prison. Good luck and God... Enemy forces occupy Alcatraz Island.
Jody, Richard, you'd never make it on Madison Avenue.
Stop and surrender, Meadow Wolf.
Surrender?
If you fail to comply, the Alcatraz cannon will zap you back west coast.
Will it now? Not if I zap it first.
Mr. President, the Alcatraz cannon just started to recharge.
I'm on the move. I'll smash it faster than a Florida recount.
A gun battery that big should take 5 minutes to recharge. Until then, head for the Alcatraz cannon in the center of the island. Is that?
This is DNM's Peter McDonald reporting. That's the heinous terrorist Meadow Wolf, as seen from the air. He's trying to take over the Alcatraz cannon and destroy the West Coast. DNN is coming to you live and exclusively as these events unfold.
Forget him and keep your mind on the mission, Mr. President. Mr. President, that device also seems to supply energy to the Alcatraz cannon. You should destroy it in order to decrease the energy recharge supply. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops. Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is up. Mr. President, you've taken too much damage. Mr. President? Oh, come on. If you lie down and sleep here, you'll get zapped by the Alcatraz cannon. Mr. President! Enemy forces occupy Alcatraz Island.
Jody, what is that daunting thing?
The Alcatraz cannon.
How original. Richard, you'd never make it on Madison Avenue.
Stop and surrender, Meadow Wolf.
Surrender?
A gun battery that big should take 5 minutes to recharge. Until then, head for the Alcatraz cannon in the center of the island. Forget him, and keep your mind on the mission, Mr. President. Mr. President. A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops. The defense strength is high against live ammunition. Something massive is blocking the road. Uh-oh, the armor looks tough as nails, pounded with overwhelming firepower.
The U.S. military is being decimated platoon after platoon.
What I wouldn't give for a fly swatter for this buzzing insect. The Alcatraz cannon has been recharged 50%. Don't forget, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, Mr. President. All that's left to do is put a stop to the Alcatraz cannon, Mr. President.
The army has been completely vaporized. Metal Wolf, your cruelty won't go unpunished. fortress has been demolished. So, the U.S. military has had something up its sleeve.
Those who interfere will be eliminated.
The energy tanks in the surrounding area are a key part to the Alcatraz cannon. Please destroy everything before the energy recharges.
Shifting to self-destruct mode.
Wait a minute! Before Metal Wolf could seize the area, under military orders, the soldiers blew up the Alcatraz cannon. Simply amazing! The U.S. military gets the job done no matter what.
That confused journalist better double-check his facts.
Today, once again, U.S. military forces were dealt a lethal blow by Metal Wolf. But thanks to these heroes in our military, Metal Wolf and his conspiracy have been held in check. Our hearts go out to the men and women who sacrificed their lives in battle, and to their families as well. Any further reporting is too dangerous. Our news team is seeking refuge. Be the first to know as we continue pursuing Metal Wolf, because yes, the pen is still mightier than the sword. This has been Peter McDonald for DNN.
Talk about biased reporting. It's exhausting to listen to. But at least the West Coast is safe now. Excellent work, Mr. President.
Any word from the Resistance?
Yes, I'll play it for you.
Metal Wolf, we applaud and appreciate your efforts. Our membership has started to rise I'm putting all my efforts into our activities, hoping that the day we revolt will come soon.
I'd like to see that day too.
Yeah. I feel like a mother hen here.
Okay, Mr. President. You best hurry and get to the next battle theater. The enemy force is apparently carrying out covert military campaigns based in a ghost town in the Phoenix suburbs. The radar jamming facility for their secret defense is set up in the town. Metal Wolf's radar could be jammed. Please destroy all target areas in the above-ground buildings to knock out the radar jamming and avoid surprise. This mission goes by the call name My Darling Clementine Operation. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President. This place is pretty run down. Like a town in an old western. A radar jamming station is located here. The number of target areas and enemies seem limited. Let's mop this area up ASAP.
Jody, sorry, but these guys might slow me down.
Huh?
Major, Michael Wilson.
You've tarnished the good name of the U.S. military and your reputation as a hero.
And now you'll die for it.
Whatever. This is like starring in John Ford's My Darling Clementine. Wanna find out who gets to play Wyatt Earp?
Posing as a hero in an old western is fine, but since you're surrounded now, how about heading for high ground?
Die like a man.
Taking on all three at once could be bone-breaking. The enemy would step... Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is over 70%. Wyatt Earp would never have let it go this far. It's embarrassing just to call you Wyatt Earp. The defense strength is high against live ammunition.
Major, I'll be the one to...
This place is pretty run down. Like a town in an old western. A radar jamming station. Posing as a hero in an old western is fine, but since you're surrounded now, how about heading for high ground?
You're the one who taught me to be a soldier, so now I'm the one who's gonna kill you.
Taking on all three... Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is over 70...
Die like a man.
You finished?
This place... Posing as a hero in an old western is fine, but since you're surrounded now, how about heading for high ground? Taking on all three at once could be bone-breaking. The enemy with stealth capabilities cannot be picked up due to radar trouble. How about we make a fresh start by destroying the enemy's radar jamming facility?
on running, Major?
You're the one who taught me to be a soldier, so now I'm the one who's gonna kill you.
Mr. President, the future...
You really are that good.
Major! Not Peyton, too.
Planning on running, Major? Die like a man. Too bad.
This place is... Posing as a hero in an old western is fine, but... Since you're surrounded now, how about heading for high ground? Taking on all three at once could be bone-breaking. The enemy with stealth capabilities can...
Major, you're corrupt. You were never this weak during the Arizona insurrection.
Major!
Shock!
Ah! How'd you let him get you?
Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is over 70%. Wyatt Earp would never have let it go this far. Oh, it's embarrassing just to call you Wyatt Earp.
You really are that good.
One special mobile armor enemy is left.
Major, at least die like a man. Ah, how stupid!
All enemy special mobile armor units have been put 6 feet under, Town Marshal. How's it feel to be an Old West hero?
Not too good. I'm not the hero type. I'm just doing my job as president. Jody, what's the situation on the ground across America?
In the West, areas where the Army is pulling out are on the rise. But across the nation, the...
Don't worry. I'll free the whole land soon enough. Any email from the Resistance?
Yes, there is. The man's voice is as cool as ever. Please have a listen.
Metal Wolf, thank you. Our membership is steadily on the rise. More reliable, trustworthy sympathizers have joined our fight to revolt. The day will come soon. When we're ready to rise up, I'll be sure and let you know.
The Resistance leader sure is standing
Tough as nails. Now I'll head out to liberate the West.
Operating out of a massive helicopter base constructed in the Grand Canyon, enemy Army helicopter units continue to oppress the American West. The target area terrain is sure to be confusingly fierce because the enemy Army has taken over guerrilla bases from the Arizona insurrection days. Please watch your steps so you don't fall into the 1-mile-deep ravine. Use artillery with long-range firing effectively and destroy all... This mission goes by the call name... Operation Arizona, Blood and Gunpowder Smoke. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President. The enemy is building a military base in the Grand Canyon. Doesn't this remind you of the Arizona insurrection days?
No, I don't remember anything.
Except the smell of blood and gun smoke. All right, let's rock and roll!
Mr. President, the view certainly is grand, but stop with the don't look down jokes, please. Target area is using a guerrilla base to build their installation, it wouldn't be out of the question for it to be located in a place unseen to the naked eye. Mr. President, the view certainly is grand, but stop with the don't look down jokes, please. If the target area is using a guerrilla base to build their installation, it wouldn't be out of the question for it to be located in a place unseen to the naked eye. Mr. President, there are 3 target areas remaining. Watch your feet, too. Oh, so that's where they put it. Maybe you walked right past it. Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were held in the mountains to maintain military helicopters.
Tiny target area, huh? Almost like a bird's nest? Too bad you don't have any bird seed. I guess you'll have to give them some delicious firepower instead.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops.
The enemy is increasing with support troops from connecting areas. Please be careful. Mr. President. There's only one target area remaining. A little longer and this ravine will be back in its original state. Mr. President, a fresh supply of troops is coming.
So you're Metal Wolf, eh? Then you can die for Sir Richard.
Sir Richard? What? Has he been knighted?
Going up against jokers like this is so tiring. I'll have to ask you to leave this stage before you get hurt.
There's more where that came from. I'll lay my life down for Sir Richard. Take that.
Ah, he's a sticky one, like chewing gum stuck on your shoe.
Sir Richard! I'm sorry!
I wonder what anyone sees in the Vice President. Hurry up and move ahead. take a gander at the heroic dive down to the Colorado River. The defense strength is high against live ammunition. Somewhere in the California Bay. Nah, actually, they'll get stuck in the Hoover Dam. The enemy has been annihilated. Finally, peace will be brought to Arizona. War really doesn't suit these lovely surroundings.
Jody. Nor someone as lovely as you.
Sure, whatever. Nice work, Mr. President.
Jody, what's the situation across America?
The coup d'etat forces have retreated.
Yes!
This should kick the resistance movement into high gear.
I can't wait.
You got a voicemail from the resistance, Mr. President.
Metal Wolf, thanks to your efforts, the stage is set for a united revolt in the West. I'm considering moving ahead. However, before this takes place, I'd like to meet you in person to talk. I'll contact you with the details later.
Mr. President, what do you think?
I've been wanting to meet him too.
So let's get you two together.
Sure, but before that, we'll head east. Until we take back all of America, there's...
You said it!
Well, Jody, at long last, we head east. We'll reach the East Coast in a flash.
Metal Wolf. Planning on wiping out New York this time? You enemy of the people, I, Richard Hawk, won't let you get away with it. I, Richard Hawk, will uphold American justice without fail.
Yeah! Suck on my missile punch!
I won't lose. And the reason is Richard Hawk, am the last great American hero.
How do you like me now?
Let's rumble. Eat my flame of justice.
He got me!
Justice is always victorious in the end. Long live the USA!
Dear fellow Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where freedom in the United States wasn't built in a day. Good news, finally. Finally, the evil has been crushed. This evening, Metal Wolf, who suddenly showed up in New York, was thoroughly beaten to a pulp by Richard Hawk, piloting a special heavy mobile armor unit. He annihilated the evil. Occurring at the same time from a confidential covert operation. We have also learned that underground terrorists and Metal Wolf sympathizers in hiding were captured in succession all around the country. Although martial law will continue until we are sure that your safety can be completely secured, for today and today only, let's celebrate this victory. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your Freedom Point Man.
Metal Wolf crushed? And those phony visuals! What's with that? The special effects don't even beat a Hollywood B movie.
Richard's up to his old tricks again.
Mr. President, according to the Special Intelligence Group, news from the anti-coup d'etat forces has ceased. Actually, we've lost contact.
We have?
It appears all the resistance activities...
Jody, those that died are imposters. I am still here.
So?
Believe in your own justice. I won't lose to that false prophet. And the reason is because I'm the President of the United States of America.
Mr. President!
There's no time for self-pity. Jody, get me up to speed on the situation in the East.